Welcome to a TCEA remote learning video. The topic is Kahoot, not just for the classroom. Kahoot is a great game-based learning platform for the classroom, but teachers can also use this exciting game for remote learning. Let's get our game on with a remote Kahoot. My name is Peggy Reimers, and I'm one of the directors of professional development at TCEA. The first thing I want to cover is that any teacher can have a Kahoot basic account. And I want to point out here that if you are a K through 12 teacher, you can host up to 1,000 live games or 100 challenges. In times like this, Kahoot is offering premium for free. So if I come back here, you can see that you are now allowed to have 2,000 live games or challenges, and you have a little bit more personalization. I don't know how long that'll be available for, but it is available right now. All right, I am now in my Kahoot account. For this video, I'm going to assume that teachers, you are already familiar with Kahoot. Most of the time, a Kahoot is played in a classroom where the Kahoot game is projected up on a big screen and the kids play from their devices so they can see their answers. Now, you can still do this virtually, but the teacher has to have a video conferencing tool like Google Hangout, Meet, Skype, or Zoom. That works fantastic. But for your students, they almost have to have two devices, a computer or a Chromebook to look at the game, the Zoom account, and then also a device to play, whether that be an iPad or an iPhone or an Android device. So it's a little bit tricky. So what I recommend is the other way that you can play a Kahoot. So I want to show you that part. So here's my university mascots. I'm going to come over here to play. Now this is how you would usually play a live game under Teach. But this time we're going to try for self-paced learning. You can assign this challenge game to learners to play at their own pace. So I'm going to click on Assign. Now this is the cool part. I'm going to go ahead and make that for Thursday, today, and it is 12:49 right now. So let's say that I'm only going to give them 10 minutes. So I can assign that right now. You can put a question timer on. You can even randomize the answer order. So they have a limited amount of time to get this finished. Go ahead and go to Create. And there's the challenge link that you can send them through maybe an email and a challenge pin. Or the best part is that you can share directly on Google Classroom, Remind, or Microsoft Teams. All right, let's head over to see what the kids actually see. And I have another one running right now. So the game pin for this is 029091. It's loading my university mascots. You can see that it's hosted by the teacher's name. It has 9 questions. So I'm going to enter my, so I guess I'll be Hector. You can see the other students in there already. So it comes up just like you would a regular Kahoot. So we're doing mascots, and you can say I have 30 seconds. I've given the kids 30 seconds to answer, but you can have that down to 10 or 20. So I'm going to click on the University of Texas. If I get it right, I get a correct with a green bar. Go ahead and go to Next. And I can see some of my other classmates have already started. And that's their score at that time. Here's question 2. So this would be the University of Oklahoma. So I'm going to click on that. I have an answer streak of 2, so it shows that. It shows my score right now with Sue and Peggy. Next, now let's get this one wrong. So I'm going to Say this is Texas Tech. So now I get a red bar and I've lost my streak. But I can go on to the next and keep going. At the end, it will give you a link so you can go back and see the podium with the winners. And of course, the teacher can bring them back through video conferencing and explain the scores or the questions or the answers. So I hope you'll find that Kahoot can still be used in a remote learning setting.